my bike.
Don't stop in the road like that, you know, crazy people around.
I know, thank you.
Mom,
Go.
1 second. I want some more fries. Yeah. Mom. Wait. Never.
For me, Mamma Quaba. And then many mobile bedding comoca crabby. Many mobile becassa. Papa AB Junior was a fem. Mumma me pe baby. Ya frequemu. Mumma me pe baby. And Tina minimum cassa. So we shall around that. Oh, summertime ready. Eja. Me no ba bedin komo kakra. Summertime ready. Obia pie abonten. Weda no e favor yen fefefe. Enye winter time. Winter time ya na kan yen hyede mba me no bedin komo. Intim pa chow. The time na tie me kakra. Na yenin komo. And then me say Ghana for we are having a social pandemic. Social pandemic. I had to say socially the way I share yen. And your mom wanted to tell you, unfortunately. And then we are say koy any muno. I be a challenge a man can see. The son say entity yene nshishe yene emrani eniama entutu ye omude tutu kwan mu no unfortunately no ene ewiase abom anka South Africa etumpon kwa nanimu no abaye problem amayen nti me pese me no tena se emre bia na ya na ye hyiemu a ya na ye de nsem foforo bremu and then menim ba ye run town wo hwe cars a park he ya na kire se sama edu nkofo aba park so na omo nso mba be hwe we omo ba be je mframa ye kope ba bi atena na meni wedding komo me ride bike nti me srem wala mo mfa nche me na me nyina na me ni mu ni nkomo ekunya mba betena se na nkofu ya befe yana ohu enkokorafo ya ye golf we ama omu ena ya pe ya mo area ombetimi atena na ometimi aba omu golf. Hi, is someone sitting over there? No, yeah, bra. Yeah, bra. Yentina sekakara. Na. Somebody's here? No? Take it? Okay. No, somebody's phone.
Oh, that's fine. It's okay.
Phone.
It's okay, sit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead. Just bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We share around now. We say environment near fine. Ninyina ye nhihye ya. Omo ahihya amasasi. Yeba yeko ride uremu ho baby. Yeko fan uremu ho.
Mama, I'm sitting here.
Yeko fan uremu ho baby. Na Ghana fo bi. Enso atso omo ato omo kata na me se omo ye yi o se 1 week o. E wo uremu ho. Hanom area ha. Albert Akwaba. Pacho baswa na wa hye wahu ade we. Eye me ka kire o se eye Indian ni bi na ebe ye. Wahu se park ne so aye ma wo honom. Basket court ho aye ma. E na soro hanom nso the same thing. Mama me nkokrafo nso emebre Papa Uma ye ni nkomo kakra. Ghana go through some crisis bi. Mamintina kokora we nchen. Mamintina kokora we nchen na me no ni nkomo. Ewia na ehwe manim dodo. Sorry. Mamintina, so what time nka happy Sunday.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday. I hope say I hope say muhumi okay good. Well, you know, I didn't kata ye nsu ye. I didn't kura mi hu eni. Ya na ye nko park no so. Me hu ade ye ni. Onim. Ene me te hona me kan ade bi. Ena bribi eba metim. Se wohwe Ghana yembra yebre ni nyina no a ye bomu no eya na eye we chese very tiring.
Mama, is there something on my back?
No, there's not. Baby, I know back in Pacho. Very tiring. Because say wohwe the way a yetete ye na omadi ya bro enwo Ghana ho. Omo edin abro yentete wohwe the way a ye niama ye collective way I to say collective society bisa hano into obi a group of people ye bibi na nye kura na eya na oba kuntimi nye ni hu free mu o hwe UK society ya individualism chese obia individual effort obia individual way mefa ne say ideas opinion personality. There are no such thing as collective way society. But we share any Asia for Africa, South America culture, and other land now, we have a collective belief system. Young culture no emphasize on a group solid way and we have to say solidarity way. We have to swear. We have to ankokora muso obi ante ha. Ma betena ha so amuso ma betena. Oh, inti ama se group and make your mind. Said ye we said ye we 11 ebe ya MPP for nyina ayo magene so mo de ba no esan say ye tete yen as a group nintina as a unit obi any opinion we pay allegiance to the higher top no it will show you for ni yen ni America no mo ni niama na sa collective society no name the way that belief system in it ama opinion ye bonia easier for them to notice it ama bribi
come stai out the bridge
kupon kokore ha
te vola fence
ama for mo fancha me na ma betina nice place
no
ese minimum bi agoro no na minimum di nkomo no ene se nkofu nso abeji mekumi Osha ebeche because it could have helped senka opinion no adwene if ye shall them with education and this collective way now Asia for ni Osha South America way especially way Asian way no countries no Osha because omo opinion no omo ewo another belief of way me fan say a dignity and integrity inti ama omo community omo political system na ye kakra because opinion no obeka no at least some people may want to become independent and have their own personality that comes in. Say, we are all and yes, I have to come back again. So only America. I had the ones that make us. Nkokora for na tie awon so mu fi mi kura yankwe because omu nyo madwene se omu be free mi table no nkofu nyo madwene se omu be free mi table ne ho enti se wo hwa Ghana fo ho se ewiase kwa animu ya utimi hu say development is needed. A science group and collective a society cultural unity no ama opinion pro a edodo na pro, and this is very very unfortunate for Ghanaians. Inti ama a group of people fail to see Akufo-Addo as a very bad leader. Sana say the fofronso besisua, they will fail to see the person's shortcoming. Why? Because they didn't raise them as individual and also as their own personality should also take away a bigger part of them in their decision making when they are making choices in life, when it comes to identifying who they are. We did not get that education. Into Usha Africa, no, it's all about near Ebusiano Eka, near Ebusiano Epe, near Eyema Wunya. Now to me be a company mpo. That's a Wunya nebe bow femwa. Say as I say okofa bontin suni. Na say would integrity ye juma. Ebusiani to me manipulate you say outside that already in Africa need the atuna dream say we are corrupt. Inti outside that bedu sika de ene uni edi usika we eye. Inti ama from the onset, you know, we begin with the failure mind. Yenim say ye be faili. Yenim say ye nua ye koromfo. Yenim say ye nua no mo ye atorofo. Yenim say they will fail us in terms of enema bia bet depending on them. I have to say, we've been programmed to think evil. Into with such a group of people, a group of cultural norm of not being able to separate yourself from that group, it is very, very difficult to do something like this. Difficult. Say, Usha, Achimota forest, a very, very, my friend say, a sacred thing like this, a noble, a decision that was made long time ago, a belonging and also a property of another person, but yet onuyaganeni ensro respect value for that group of people. No, why? Because he was raised for a particular belief and a unit and a cultural norm. They don't trust anything else beside what is in their camp. Not in a trust as such, things that will benefit them all. Make yourself from the onset, Africa near Giatum Sento Diu, what Giatum said in Niadin and Edin a Chibeka fem to be more armed. So it is very, very difficult, my brothers and sisters, for us to actually make progress in what we are doing. And I know, guy be show bisa asem. I am very surprised. Some people, irrespective of and despite of listed Niyama infrastructure, Mahama Yeno, me say because they say our belief and the way we were raised is based on family values, unity, cultural, and I to say collective society. Into say a northern region na omadwene bribia omunyina omadwene tesa. Say ye eastern region adwene etese ya omunyina omadwene tesa. Say a south and I say other region omunyina obia adwene tesa. And this adwene no, it is formed with as I said devices of hate against ourselves. So many animal ya was somebody po. Ya was somebody po. We are never going to see a change on our land. We not in our lifetime. I don't believe that. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm very, very optimistic person, but I'm talking with the holistic way. I'm being real. It is the reality of the day, unfortunately, because I wish Ghana now Usha and Nura was Oliver a mate of Oliver. Oliver never committed a crime in Ghana. Oliver never exhibited any behavior that shows violence. Oliver has his record has not shown, even say, unless it's someone digs it and bring those things, say, oh yeah, no, you're violent, and I say, wa bro baby that has came out to shape and form opinions for people. But yet, someone with such a way credential, with such a non way a character, my friend is so be betting me a case or ye nipa bonini no. Yet, or be announced say ni mate has been ni mate. Look at the noble man speaking. A mate of him when we was in a cell. A shaman is released. A comment came to say, aren't you ashamed to say, you have no other mate but a cellmate? Me catch you say, Sanke ebeyem amagane niba and kamayem make a comment on social media. Me Sanke ebeyem maupa don't make comment because it shows the level of ignorance people are, the level of shallow and blind and share stupidity. I don't even I won't say Jimmy. It is as past. Jimmy had to say obi a yatete na kwala yatete no ewo omode na ka mmoa ho. Omode na ka mmoa ho. Na onim any other behavior than a mmoa behavior, you tend to behave like a mmoa. So what I say, iti ama Ghana no why are people not judging people by their conduct? Ewo Ghana. Why are people not like gauging and as measuring things by the character and behavior of a person? Why are they not doing that? I didn't think nipa hey ne fear he ne be jimi ne ho obe ne ne ho obe pro ne ho obe kun obe obia. Nobody is judging them by that. Why? Because of this same thing. A society purely formed a group of ways that people should think as a unit and not collectiveness. UK uko ho anasa oba ha obi a uye Ghanani na uwa that mindset no, you are incapable of doing something on your own, so they always like a group effort in the UK or this part of the world, because omuye mefani say single or mefani say individual identity we ninti no ama Ghanani hu obroni oso obroni mpenipa debi enye se obroni mpenipa obroni penipa papa obroni ye ne ehia ansa na waye ne efata obroni every way bia or ma donation obroni ma donation to people he or she does not know. But because Obroni has been given the opportunity from early on to identify themselves through searching, through investigating of information, through forming their own opinion and the right of one's own identity, and that identity can come out and no identify differences. So what I say, our inbuilt temperament versus one that we acquire through experiences. And kofu bi wo temper because enema ma famunu ama ma build just omu ni abotre wo ne bi hu enye eno ne yede wo no. A temperament is something that is within you. It's an inward character trait be. Africani ebenyini no na ne inward character trait has disappeared. Ghana ni ubenyini no na your inward character trait, the very same thing that makes you individual and your personality disappear. Why? Because our society is formed based on collective group cultural a society. And unti usha se politicians basu way ebewia na bedi echefo nyina ya akoronfo. Ai se na ejimi wofia ne ma egu anche nyina omo nyina to ha no se wajimi a yaje wo mafiri ho. So what about them on Beijing Kolanefrio? Not because we go through certain things, does not mean a woman should suffer. If you a animal we be a basso set we GBTQ we akwalaninya a certain age. That's all person who friend he no ye shia. Woman no si kwanya yetimi beji they will charge you. Oma kwechire die. Nanso we ena omu gidi say emma nnua we sisi baby esisi emma nkunya our different and collectiveness and our individualism and all those things. Obroni owo krom wa ono no eja okọ o mind your own business ono ani nua kro timi twa no tum so waye bone a Ono ani nua otimi twa ne to because of who say ne nua pro a it does not mean say other people should suffer. That what you say. But yen so de yen nua pro a e be affect the whole community. It would affect the whole community. I am, that's why I really like the fact that people like Mefan Oliver being able to stand out from a crowd such as African community, being able to speak up and express himself. It takes a real big deal of a willpower. Obi to say, Ohini David, Wafaya Omo, Ivan Che, and Mefan away, Aqua way, Okatechi a free family, and they were more Mokeka. For you to be able to express yourself and come out as an individual within a society that does not believe in individualism, that does not believe in self-identity or opinion, self-opinion and all those things, it requires a great deal amount of willpower, and yet even academic will, a willpower within an inbuilt way, a temperament to be that existed within you. What the buy, not the nature and nurture no amount. Ufia with him, maybe those people grew up in a very peculiar way. Their parents, on a small scale, allowed them to express themselves at home, allowed them to show their individualism and their differences and what makes them unique. Unfortunately, for the majority of Ghana, those things does not exist, which is very unfortunate. Emma Ghana for. So the bottom line is how can the small amount of people make a big impact in a country like Ghana? How do we do that? How do we make, or and I say the majority of people how do you then check? Because it baffles my mind. Sometimes it want me, you know, when I say opinion pa, but then when you read through a lot of literatures, now to me who say they don't even know, because they've been raised that way. They've been made to think in a certain way. You can't change them. You cannot change them. It is a huge problem in Ghana. Wa wode se wo hwe Africa na se wo hwe we eniama ekoso na you ask yourself say, do we even recognize ourselves as we are worth living, or worth a better chance, or worth better things, worth beauty, worth like all these things that makes a human being human? Onua jitumi every ono ne ho na ode ama obi onji ne hu ndi so ono abetimi aye, but ojidi say this person betimi aye. Why? Because that person who has spoken a certain language, yedi atete ne say wo kasa say ya na che say udi mu ana say wo fa sa kwan we so unim ade awia unim ntientiemu unim ana say wo wo sika na che say udi mu onyankopon and then yet we are I will talk about religion. I've just been made aware of something that I would like to talk about. It wouldn't be today, but I've just been made aware. I used to argue religion is not a problem. Religion is not a problem. I just realized the woman wotama if you say ebe chiro niam bi so nyankopon be chiro be bue niam bi so a chiro so wo ma unya adage na say wo pem ko anim na sɛ wohwehwɛ adeɛ bi anim a God will teach you. May God bless you all, my brothers and sisters. I'm just going to go back